So we're here at the Corkscrew Swamp
Sanctuary.
Bird Sanctuary. There's more words to it than that. So we thought we would address the COVID situation. Not exactly what.
It kind of makes my eyes start to twitch to talk about this. I just got to tell you. Let's just summarize it by saying it has, in fact, altered our plans. So we've gone back to shelter in place.
The next few weeks' videos are going to be a little creative.
Much like most everyone else's. So, you know, it's the sign of the times, I suppose.
Maybe I'll have a couple DIY videos.
Yeah.
Maybe Shelly will think of something to do. So thank you guys for following us and tuning in. If you do like our channel, please subscribe. I don't know what it's going to look like going forward, but we can learn together.
We will. And in the meantime, wash those hands.
And we're going to spend the biggest part of the day here, and we have to be quiet.
Well, we don't want to spook the birds, and there are a lot of wading birds. There's the potential to see more rosette spoonbills, so that's a plus, and some owls. I'm hoping to see owls.
And there seems to be snakes and other reptiles also.
Gators.
Available for viewing. Yeah. All right.
Lots of cool stuff. So one of the cool things we should be able to see on this hike is a forest of old cypress trees that apparently live to be about 1,000 years old and grow to 100 or more feet tall. So it's gotta be cool.
An ancient forest is a forest that has never been logged. You are standing in the finest remaining example of a subtropical ancient bald cypress forest. Many of these trees were alive when Columbus sailed to the New World. Flowering plants that are growing out of the trees are really interesting to me because they're not part of the tree. As you can see on this one here, it kind of just starts growing out of the tree by getting planted there. There's several of them I've seen that are just roots wrapped around the tree limb. And then I don't know if they choke out that limb or what, but and they start growing out of the tree. I kind of feel like these are actually parasitic almost in the fact that they're growing out of the tree now.
So the plants that you can see growing on the trees are in fact not parasites, but they're called epiphytes, and they're related to the pineapple. So they actually grow on the tree, causing no harm to the tree. They take their nutrients from, you know, organic material and rainfall, not from the tree. So that's pretty cool.
There's a lizard, and he is on a prime example of a strangler fig, something that we talked about in our last video of the hike, or maybe it was a video before last, the hike in the Gumbo Limbo Trail.
Yep.
It looks like strangler figs often began as small plants attached to another tree called the epiphytes, the way we talked about earlier. First, they just grow like a vine and they're not harming the tree at all, and ultimately they end up choking the tree out and killing the host tree.
Many plants and animals find their best homes in ancient forests. The unique combination of large trees, fallen logs, and standing dead trees provide wildlife with a variety of places to find food and shelter.
So the admittance into the sanctuary is $14 a person. Upon admittance, they offer you a book with some information in it, which is kind of cool. It's $3. So $31 total is what we paid today. The learning opportunities are pretty cool. You learn about the watersheds and how the ecosystem actually works and how we're impacting it and how it affects us. And we're supporting the Audubon Society.
Yeah, and I'm completely in favor of that, so I don't feel bad about the spend whatsoever.
Overall, I think it's a really good investment. a day trip from where we were at Dinner Island Ranch, and I'd recommend it.
Hey Shelly, have you ever bathed in used water?
Of course! For billions of years, life on Earth has used and reused the same water. All water on Earth is constantly being recycled as a part of a global water cycle. The water molecules in your bath may have once been in George Washington's tea, Napoleon's hair tonic, or a dinosaur's drink.
These are lichens. Lichens are made from fungus and algae. When they grow on rocks, they slowly break them apart and help make soil. In the end, we only conserve what we love. We will only love what we understand, and we will only understand what we are taught.
I take a view of a swamp full of bogs, poisonous weeds and vines, its miry bottom, and a harbor to turtles, toads, efts, snakes, and other creeping vermin, the baleful thickets of brambles, and the dreary shades of larger growth, the dwelling place of the owl, and the bittern, and a portion of foxes, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Jared Elliott, 1685. Swamps and wetlands are important to the planet and all who live here. They are a vital habitat for many different plants and animals, many of them endangered. They act as the Earth's kidneys, filtering poisons and protecting against the damage of weather extremes. They are delightful places of beauty and refuge. Without swamps and wetlands, our quality of life would be greatly threatened.
Cypress knees are a part of the cypress tree root that sticks up above the ground. Scientists are still trying to figure out why they grow like this.
I saw my first night heron and my first juvenile wood stork. So that was pretty cool. Saw lots of baby gators. Didn't see an owl, and I didn't see a spoonbill, but I would say it's definitely a 2 thumbs up on the experience because there's a lot of cool animals here. A lot of cool birds, lizards, wildlife in general.
Saw some raccoons.
Yep, saw a couple of raccoons. Saw quite a few anhingas and got much better shots of them this time than the last time, so that was good.
I think we've been here for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's been not a bad experience.
No, I enjoyed it quite a lot. Money well spent. I highly recommend it.
Well, that concludes our visit to the Corkscrew Swamp.
It's a place I would highly recommend seeing. There's a lot to learn about history and nature and just in general all kinds of things.
We're leaving, it's about noon now, and the line is from the counter all the way out the door to get in. So get here early. Also, you'll avoid a lot of the people, and a lot of the animals are more active in the morning.
A couple of tips when you come. In a lot of areas, there's a lot of wading birds and people spook them, so try to be quiet and hold your conversation till another time.